Welcome back to Big Red Weekly, everybody. My name's Daniel, and let's get right back to it. So, real quick, before I get right into the video, I noticed while I was editing my last video, it seems like the audio works way better if I'm more, on the mic, more like this, as opposed to kind of trying to speak, back here. So I'm going to try and keep it more closer to the mic, and hopefully you notice a difference. So let's get into it. Hawks Bucks game 1, Eastern Conference Finals. This game didn't quite go how I thought it was going to go. So obviously I knew Giannis could obviously dominate. That was clearly going to be the thing. But I don't feel like Giannis came out super aggressive. He only had, I think, 8 or 10 points in the first quarter. And well, that's not bad. That's pretty good. I shouldn't knock Giannis for only scoring 10 points in a quarter because it's really not a bad performance because he was I don't remember how efficient he was, but he was pretty dang efficient. So, but I just there was no, he was obviously getting his buckets at will. It was, nobody could stop him. He had a couple nice plays where the Hawks wrapped around him, and he still finished around the rim. He had a lot of misses around the rim as well, so that kind of brought his percentage down a little bit at first. And I thought he was going to end up not really having a good game because even by close to the end of the third quarter, he was still around 20 points, which is just obviously not his normal thing. And then obviously, kind of halfway through the fourth quarter, he started really, or just in the fourth quarter in general, he started to pick it up. So, but not that it mattered. Obviously, the Hawks ended up winning this game. The Hawks were super interesting. So I knew that they weren't gonna be able to stop Giannis entirely. I thought they might have a semi decent chance because they have some okay size, but I saw Giannis really just bullying out there, and I was like, okay, so this is just gonna be one of the. I was like, at some point, Milwaukee's gonna have to just pull away, and it's just gonna be like that. But Trae Young is so good. I knew Brooke Lopez should not have played in this game. And honestly he should not play in this series. Brooke Lopez should not play in this series. He got abused so much. I saw right in the first quarter. It was clear. Trae Young was going to abuse because it was that high pick and roll. Trae Young just came down. If Brooke Lopez backed off enough off him, floater, and Trae Young was hitting his floater today. Uh, if Brooke Lopez had tried to come up, Trae Young just going right around him. So I mean, it was just Trae Young was hitting his floaters. It was just clear. It was just like, oh man. I was wondering how long Mike Budenholzer was really going to keep Brooke Lopez in the game, but 20 minutes, probably 20 minutes too long, honestly. No offense, Brooke Lopez, you're just not right in this series. Trae Young's just too quick, but honestly, he was just too good in general. I know he had an amazing game. 48, 7, and 11. 7 rebounds, 11 assists, even 7 rebounds for a dude who's 5'11". I mean, that's a good game. Clint Capella had 12 and 19. John Collins had 23 and 15. Kevin Herter chipped in another 13. No one else did anything super. Bogdanovich didn't shoot the ball well, but he hasn't been shooting the ball well, so that's kind of not a surprise. Um, but yeah, no, it was really mainly Trae Young and John Collins really carrying the offensive load tonight. Clint Capella came in great with a lot of solid defense. Obviously, he was the main guy on Giannis all night, so he just takes a lot of abuse. Clint Capella has been guarding Embiid, Giannis. Who would he have been guarding in the Knicks series? Who's this? Yeah, okay. So that just tells you how much I pay attention to the New York Knicks. I know that they're much better this year, but I mean, they definitely went out pretty disappointing, and but nonetheless, that's not why we're here. We're not here to talk about the New York Knicks. But Clint Capella has definitely been taking a lot of beating this playoff, just this playoff run in general. But I can't. I have nothing bad to say about Trey. I kind of have a one bad thing to say about Trey Young. He took too many threes. He was shooting like 3 of 8. I think ending the third quarter, going into the fourth, there was like a 2 or 3 minute stretch where the Bucks did a great job at just rushing Trey Young. Trey Young came off, I think, 3 different possessions in a row, took a three, clanged it all 3 times, and then I don't know if it was three straight, but it was pretty close because I think that there were a couple turnovers in there where Trey Young they swarmed in. Trey Young tried to throw a pass. Milwaukee tipped it, and they started going the other way. So I really thought in that instant, I was like, oh, okay, they're going to start rushing Trey Young. Trey Young obviously was having an amazing game, but I was like, he's gonna rush it. He's probably just gonna screw it up, right here at the end of the, end of game, and Milwaukee's gonna pull away because Drew Holiday was having a great game. What did Drew Holiday finish with? He finally started shooting the ball uh, pretty decently. Yep. Overall, he shot 56% from the field. He shot 5 of 12 from three, which is 41.7%. He ended the game with 33 points, 10 assists, 4 rebounds, and a couple steals and a block. Giannis finished with 34 and 12, 9 assists, so 1 assist shy of a triple double. Middleton kicked in 15 points. Bobby Portis kicked in 11. Brooke Lopez was 7. PJ Tucker with 4. Pat Connaughton 4. You know, this this game was close. I honestly think Milwaukee should have won this game. But neither team honestly even shot that well from three. Let's go back. Milwaukee shot overall 8 of 36, which is 22.2%. Atlanta shot 8 of 32, which was 25%. So neither team shot the three well, but honestly, at first it was looking like this game was really going to come down to the team around the star because while I don't feel like Giannis was super aggressive early on. He was clearly getting his buckets at will super easily just because he is just that dominant just a down low presence. They just can't stop him around the rim. So he was just kind of getting his buckets at will, even though he wasn't forcing it too much. He was kind of trying to let it go through the flow of the offense. He just get it whenever he really needed it to. Trae Young was just getting buckets, the entire game. So I really thought it was really just going to come down to what does the team around, what are the Atlanta Hawks minus Trae Young? What are they going to do? What are the Milwaukee Bucks minus Giannis going to do? And Drew Holiday started going off. So I was like, all right, so if Drew Holiday is going to start going off and Giannis, picks it up at least a little bit, there's no reason why this Milwaukee Bucks team can't win. And it's just, down the stretch. Oh no, man. This It's tough. Milwaukee took a tough loss. This is in Milwaukee, obviously. Game 2 is going to be still in Milwaukee, so Milwaukee can't go down 0-2 going to Atlanta. They cannot go 0-2. Now, obviously, it's not likely that either of these teams are going to go, 8 of 36 and 8 of 32 from, or wait, yeah, 8 of 32 and 8 of 36 from 3-point, from deep. Neither of those teams are going to do that on a normal basis. You can easily expect both of those percentages to at least be in the mid 30s. Because both of these are decent 3-point shooting teams. So I don't know. This was a tough loss for Milwaukee. I had Milwaukee in like 6, but honestly, I don't want to change my prediction yet. I don't want to go back on what I've said. Sorry, I don't want to have to talk back here. I don't want to have to go back on my prediction already after watching game 1 because I don't want to have to judge this whole series off game 1. But Man, this is going to be if this is how game one went, this is going to be a great series. This series could end up going 7, honestly, or it could go my original 6, or it could go less. We'll have to see. I appreciate everybody for watching. I, real quick, I would love to see as much. My dad's family came from Milwaukee, so naturally I kind of have to be a Bucks fan to an extent. So while I want to see Giannis win a ring and everything, kind of not over my son. So sons are always priority. But I would honestly like to see Atlanta get to the finals just so we could see a Trae Young versus DeAndre Ayton. So we could see, that 2018 draft just come, meet in the finals. I think that would be kind of cool. You have what pick was Trae Young? Was he sixth? Sixth? I'm hoping I remember that right. The 6th versus the 1 seed because who I think that was right. Because Luca was like the 3rd pick, right? Because there was like a switch for the 3rd and 6th pick. It was somewhere around there. Okay, so I did get that right. I was really hoping I didn't. So, I mean, Trae Young was the 5th, and I said 6th. But regardless, more or less, I'm probably gonna edit that whole thing out anyway. But okay, I think that'd just be an interesting finals matchup. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like and subscribe for more. Positive feedback and constructive criticism are always welcome. Um, Share my videos with anybody you think might be interested, and just let me know what I can be doing better on the channel. I'm always looking to try and grow and learn, and just really just produce better content and everything. So let me know what I can. Obviously that goes with the constructive criticism. So don't be hesitant to say anything in the comments. Thanks, guys. See ya.